Welcome to Nobody's Off Limits, where Black women are seen and heard. It's your girl Lala. On this podcast, we will be discussing topics like dating, relationships, and day-to-day life issues. Today, we will be talking about sexual abuse in the Black community. Why is it overlooked in the home? If a parent doesn't protect the child, who will? And I know this topic is very sensitive for some people. So I do understand if you don't want to listen to it. But I also do know that it is a lot of people out there that this story will help and my story will help and that it will be beneficial for some people out there. As a parent, we are supposed to protect our children from the harms in life. But what happens when the parent does not believe the child? For me, I didn't tell my mom till I was 26 that I got touched. Um, I just felt like for me, my story is a little different because I was a kid and I didn't know. But the person who was my abuser, they left at a they left when I was super young. So it's like I didn't get to have to deal with it. So I just buried it in the back of my brain and I didn't say anything until I was older because I had a family member who went through it. And I told my mom couldn't believe it. You hear me? She could not believe that this person that I grew up around did this to me. She couldn't believe it. And I feel like if I would have told my mom when I was that age, she would have got the help that I needed. She would have took the proper precautions that I needed. We have to protect our babies, y'all. We have to protect them from the things in the world. These people who try to hurt them. These people who make them think like, oh, they're wrong for telling us or they're wrong for saying anything. So I'm going to tell you guys my story. So it happened to me when I was, I believe, 7 or 8. Um, I would go to this person's house a lot, and it was happening. It wasn't happening every single time I was around this person, but it was happening when we was alone or like our families would go out and stuff, and I would be at this person's house. Again, I did not know that this was wrong. I didn't know that this wasn't supposed to be happening to me. The person was older than me as well. So we wasn't even the same age. This person was probably like a teenager at this time. So it's like you should know right from wrong. And I don't know if this person has been through the same thing or was they touched when they were a child, but yeah, it was just so much. And I recently told my mom, probably when I was like 25, 26, I told my mom about what had happened to me. Recently, my cousin, my little cousin, she was touched as well. And we were all sitting in the room. I just started to cry. Because a year prior, I told another family member that this had happened to me. And I told him not to tell anybody. My mom, she still didn't know. I started to cry because I could not believe that my little cousin was going through the same thing that I've been through. I couldn't believe that she was so scared to say anything. But I feel like for my situation, it was a little different because the person moved away. The person wasn't even here. The person left when I was like maybe 8. So it's like I didn't have to deal with it as much as she had to. My little cousin, she had to. And it's like, it's so many kids who go through this. It's so many kids who are being touched. It is so many kids who go and they try to tell people and then they overlook it. They overlook it. They don't say anything. They don't get them the proper help that they need. They say they're lying. Kids are being touched everywhere, people. Kids are being touched everywhere. Kids are being sexually molested and nobody says anything. We got to protect our babies, bro. We have to protect our babies. We have to protect them from the harms in this world. And it seems like people just don't want to get the proper help that a child needs. It is our Black babies. It is our Black children who are sexually being touched. This perception that Black children are sexually beings differently impacts their health. It also impacts their mental health. It impacts it. You don't know how this child is gonna grow up. You don't know what this child's gonna go through. You don't know. You don't know. And it makes me woo! Y'all, I'm getting mad. It makes me so upset that you got kids. You push this child out your body. You push this child out your body, and you sit there and you overlook this child telling you, "Well, this happened to me. This happened to me, or this happened to me." I think if I would have told my mom when I was a child, my mom would have got the proper help that she needed. But I'm also an adult now, so it's like, what can she really do for someone that's already 26 years old? I hope and pray that people take from my story and they get the proper help that they need, and they also get the proper help that the child needs as well. Welcome back, everybody. So we do have a special guest here, Yvonne Collins. She has also been through the same thing that I have been through, and her daughter as well. So let's just let her explain herself. And so, Auntie.
Hello. My name is Yvonne Collins, and I myself have been through being touched by a family friend, and now my daughter is also going through the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for watching Nobody's Off Limits podcast. Next week will be part 2 of Family Feud. You don't want to miss it, so please, 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 you guys, tune in. You're going to be so excited about what I have coming up. Everything, it's going to be such a great experience for Black community to come together, our Black women to come together and just enjoy each other, be able to express ourselves, and we all could cry together. We all could hug each other. We all could do all of those things because Black women, we are amazing. We are resilient. We are powerful women. So tune in next week.
But I got you next to me. All them lonely nights, girl, I need your therapy. You got your guard up and you threw away the key. But I knocked your guard down, cause my love in jeopardy. I'm a heartbreaker, but I got you next to me. All them lonely nights, girl,